Digital Extreme: How a Gaming Business Mastered the Art of Strategic Collaboration. Today, Digital Extreme is known for its smash hit free-to-play shooter game Warframe, a third-person shooter and role-playing game that has been immensely popular with more than 60 million registered users across all gaming platforms. Digital Extremes has been around since PC gaming's early days. For 29 years, the studio has worked on old-school classics like Epic Pinball, Unreal Tournaments, and underrated shooter classics like The Darkness 2. Founded in 1993 by James Schmalz, Digital Extremes has a rich history in developing some of the industry's top first-person shooter and action games. But growth is a progress, and that of Digital Extremes is a tale of little beginnings and strategic collaborations to get to where they are today. Welcome to yet another thrilling and fun video. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel for a library of incredible videos. Also, hit the bell icon to get notified about our latest updates. Origin story. Digital Extremes' Stories is one of a studio that has fought hard for the opportunity to create its own property in an industry that's often so tough on mid-sized independent developers trying to break out. Founder James Schmalz started out learning coding tidbits from magazines before working alongside Epic Games founders Tim Sweeney and Mark Rain. James worked with Epic Games in the early 90s, releasing two games, Epic Pinball and Solar Winds. The former became a huge hit and gave James the opportunity and money to start his own company, Digital Extremes. Originally, the first games developed by Digital Extremes were pinball games, which included Epic Pinball and its accompanying sequels Silverball and Extreme Pinball. On the heels of their virtual pinball success, Digital Extremes partnered with Epic Games to develop the revolutionary 3D shooter, Unreal, and its sequels including Unreal Tournament. Deemed as one of the 10 greatest PC games of all time, Unreal was widely praised and enjoyed by gamers. Going solo. In 2001, Digital Extremes formed a second studio in Toronto, Ontario, to focus on developing console games. After the success of the Unreal series, Digital Extremes focused on building its own franchise, and with no partnerships in the works, they went solo. 2008 saw the release of Pariah and Dark Sector, two first-person shooter games. Dark Sector, however, became a hit after Pariah's commercial failure. During development of Dark Sector, the company developed its first in-house game engine called Evolution. This engine was also used in the development of The Darkness 2, another successful venture from Digital Extremes. Then came along Warframe, and with Warframe, the company's most recent entry into the free-to-play market. Digital Extremes rose to new heights, and now Digital Extremes ranks as one of the world's top independent development studios in the interactive entertainment industry. The massive success of Warframe opened doors for Digital Extremes to collaborate on other hit projects and with high-ranking companies in the gaming industry. Digital Extremes has worked with 2K Games on the PlayStation 3 port of BioShock and the multiplayer component of BioShock 2. The studio has also handled the PC port of Homefront and most recently developed the Crimson map pack for Halo 4. However, Digital Extremes is best known for developing one of the games for Star Trek Into Darkness, a co-op game that was released in April of 2013 with Bandai Namco and Paramount Pictures. In 2014, 61% of the company's shares were sold to Chinese holding company Multidynamic, now Leo, for $73 million. Tencent eventually bought up Leo's shares for $1.5 billion. This was a big payday for Digital Extremes. Tencent has fingers in lots of pies, meaning the enormous Chinese corporation now owns even more of the games that you know. From Epic Pinball to Warframe, Digital Extremes has been persistent on this long road for 29 years. Warframe came out at a time when the free-to-play model was just starting to catch on with Western developers, and the games-as-a-service model was uncommon along big studios and publishers. But with record-setting sales numbers from games like Destiny 2, Grand Theft Auto Online, and Overwatch, live services are practically the norm now. Many players are spending months or even years while parting with more and more of their money on a single title that's constantly updated with new content. Both fans and Digital Extremes are both delighted with Warframe's growth. However, the journey wasn't always so smooth. The company was in dire straits in the months leading up to Warframe's launch. At the time, it had to lay off a large chunk of the staff, and it didn't have the seemingly unlimited marketing budgets that other free-to-play games had. Instead, the team doubled down on building a supportive community around the game, with the goal as being as open and transparent as possible. Luckily, it worked. Warframe now has 60 million users registered across all gaming platforms. The ongoing success of Warframe represents a vibrant new chapter in the Digital Extremes' history as an independent developer. All of its nearly 300 employees are working on the game in some capacity. As a way of thanking the community for their support, the team embarked on their biggest project yet, TennoCon. Digital Extremes started the annual Warframe convention in 2016 after numerous requests from its players. At first, the developers weren't sure how many people would actually show up to its hometown of London, Ontario, Canada, but their doubts quickly disappeared when fans gobbled up all the tickets. Subsequent TennoCons since then have consistently sold out. The event draws people from all over the world, and players get a sneak peek into Warframe's newest expansion while celebrating with friends. Digital Extremes developed a video game that has impacted a lot of players, and they have fostered a community with a strong voice in the gaming industry. That's what every gaming studio seeks to achieve, and Digital Extremes has done just that. Still, they don't seem to be slowing down. Upcoming projects and collaborations. Digital Extremes have something huge in the works. At the recent TennoCon event, they announced their partnership on an upcoming project with developer Airship Syndicate to develop a new fantasy MMO, Soulframe. Unlike Warframe, which has a dystopian far future theme, Soulframe will be a free-to-play MMORPG game that will take place in a high fantasy setting. Fans are excited about the project, and Digital Extreme is set to play a huge role in its development due to their continued success with Warframe, which has been active for nearly a decade now. So, with Digital Extremes' leadership and proven track record in giving a live service game to grow and develop, Airship Syndicate is moving forward with the partnership. A release date for Soulframe is yet to be announced, but the anticipation for Digital Extremes' next project and how well it performs is off the roof. Digital Extremes has been recognized for their business achievements on both a regional and national level, most notably by the London Economic Development Council for their contributions to the local economy. Globally recognized as one of Canada's top 100 employers and the Financial Post top 10 companies to work for, Digital Extremes keeps pushing boundaries in the gaming industry. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, let us know by giving it a thumbs up. Also subscribe to our channel to keep watching more interesting and entertaining videos like this one.